Am I still covered in spiders?
For now.
Damn it.
Right. Where to?
Perhaps maybe try the servants' quarters first?
It is the closest.
Good a place as any. Can I have another look in the window before I go in again? I know we already checked once, but...
Roll perception. Okie dokie.
Decent room.
You can see a chair floating a bit further in from where you enter.
Oh, good.
What do you see, Simeon?
More aggressive furniture.
I mean, we don't know that for certain just yet.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Our luck is not held quite yet. But I shall lead, as usual.
I'm
ready my stuff.
So I'm using my left hand at the moment because I've got something in my right hand.
Ah, fair enough. So it's like the party enters the void.
Fine, so I just switch hands. That would have been so much easier. I'm committed now, though.
Or you could not eat during the session. God.
I'm hungry. And I'm going to say the chair is, when I get to the right thing, just right there.
I'll shuffle towards it, shield and spear up. Are you angry as well?
It begins to twirl in a circle.
I'll get a bit closer. Did it spout another square? Oh.
Spinning chair.
Just following.
Pro DM right here.
I thought you were just going to say, like, the chair pooped itself or something.
It's like, oh no, the chair gave birth to a normal chair.
Yeah.
Give me a break. That was my afterwards. Yeah,
So
so
it's-
like follow
it's-
my tea in 5 minutes.
It's not reacting to me getting closer.
Nope, it's just continuing to spin.
Does it want a spoon?
Do you want to give it a spoon?
No, it's a spinning chair. I don't trust the fact the spoon will fly off and hit one of us.
It probably prefers a buttock to sit upon it.
Are you going to try and sit on it?
No, I'm not going to try to sit on the chair. I'm happy to leave this chair alone.
Sure, it's taking up pretty much most of the corridor.
Isn't there a side door here?
Yes, there is.
Now Grax will say to Simeon, kind of eyeing the chair as he says it, Simeon, perhaps we should try going in this room over here first.
Alright.
Now
eye on
Grax
you.
will kind of head in because he's already next to it.
It's a fairly small bunk room, it seems. Several beds along one wall, a couple of dressers, a single bookshelf, a single desk. It's not very well furnished at all.
Nograx will kind of inspect the dresser first.
If he rifles through the dresser, he'll just find some old ragged clothes.
Nothing of import, and just books the bookcase as well, just see if there's anything of interest there.
All that's on the bookcase is some very old, very worn books.
Okay, so literally nothing of interest in this room then.
See,
Okay, fair enough. Now, Grax will just turn around and head out the room and just say, doesn't seem to be of anything of significance, and unfortunately.
What about this room?
Click that one. Yeah. How do I undo these? Damn it. Ignore that. You enter what seems to be a large common area. There's a lot of tables and chairs, against some shelves, old wooden mugs. Otherwise, it's a fairly sparse space. Looks like if anything was value in here, it's been long since taken away.
I thought the room's been looted clean.
What's over here doing?
You enter into here, and that is a kitchen area.
Okay.
Help if I actually had the right thing equipped.
Where's Finian, by the way?
He's just outside the map area, actually. There's lots of empty crates, empty tables, a couple of wooden mugs, some wooden cutlery. Otherwise, there isn't really much of any interest in this room.
So you said the crates are empty. Does that include these, Doom? Or...
It does, yes.
Okay.
Anything in the fireplace?
Some very old charcoal. Though it seems like it's actually not as old as some of the wood was in the other fire pits in the house. This seems like it might be a little bit more recent.
Can't tell. Much more recent?
Roll survival.
Survival. Oh, come on.
It was a bit more recent than the other wood.
Well, this has been burned a bit more recently than the others, but by how much I couldn't say.
It's possible that previous adventurers may have opted to stay in here as opposed to the stables as we did.
Would have been a wiser choice. Come, let's see how Simeon's getting on with his chair.
And as you said, so considering that there's floating chairs in here, Flint, I feel that we may have taken the more prudent option.
Used to spin.
We just kind of come out and we just kind of see if Simeon's made any progress with the furniture. I just say to Simeon, there doesn't really seem to be anything of import in the rooms around here. It seems that it's been ransacked.
Well, the door wasn't locked. Seems right that the previous adventurers would loot the place.
We should probably look through everything here anyway, just on the off chance that there might be some information that can shed a bit more light on our current predicament.
Want me to burn the chair?
No, there's no need to be so passionate.
Have you tried politely asking it to move aside?
You know, I had not thought to talk to the furniture.
Makes a change.
Chair?
It stops spinning and looks at you. Chair can look at someone.
Hello, my name is Simeon. I would politely ask that we search the place. Would you be so inclined to vacate this corridor, please?
The chair starts to shake from side to side.
Oh.
You may want to raise your shield, Simeon.
I never took it down.
Fair enough.
Talking over the top of it. Well, do I get the sense that it's becoming hostile?
It's a chair that's shaking in the air. Anyone's guess.
I'd like to try and move by it.
Do you pass on the right or the left?
the right. Head towards this door.
Okie dokie. Boop. Diddy boop. Diddy boop. Diddy boop. Diddy boop. As you pass on the right-hand side of it, it suddenly slams against you and pushes you into this. Oh crap! Let's pull the map. Slams you into this room. You end up flying across against the wall, and it's going to slam the door shut behind it.
So
Talk to the chair, you said.
it was worth a try. I mean, are you quite alright?
I'm fine.
Okay.
The chair suddenly splits into two, with the back leg and the backrest splitting off from the seat and the front legs, and they're now floating separately.
Did you say the door was closed?
Yes.
Nagrax will probably try and force his way in, unless something else.
Make a strength check. Gets to be 14.
14.
Okay. You'll slam into the door, you'll slam it again, and then you'll slam it again, and the door will give way. And as you do, one of the chairs is going to attack you, and the other is going to attack Simeon.
Okay.
Half of chairs.
Attacking Nagrax.
I missed something from my polearm master feat. I will read for you now.
Go ahead.
When you are wielding a, just save it all, polearm, other creatures provoke an attack of opportunity from you when you enter their reach. So basically, if I've got my spear out and he comes towards me, I can get an attack of opportunity once it enters my square.
And,
Noted for next
I did
time.
not know that until I read it earlier today.
Doom, that doesn't hit, by the way.
I kind of gathered it.
Hey, I mean, given my luck.
What? The 2 doesn't hit? What?
Also, the 14 does not hit Simeon.
No, it does not.
I'm going to say I'm not going to bother rolling initiative because it'll probably be over quite quickly. So, we'll go with Simeon first. And Nagrax, then Flint, then Finian.
Okay.
Boink. There it is. Where was that crit against the fucking roller?
I'm not even going to bother having you roll damage. You attack. Which one do you attack? Do you attack the chair back or the chair seat?
Whichever one's on the left.
That will
Either
be
way.
the chair seat and legs. You slam your spear into him and you completely pin it against the floor, and the seat actually splinters in half, and it completely stops moving.
I tried asking nicely. You made me do this, chair.
The chair back and legs kind of looks down at the other half and looks back at you. You made me do it.
No, don't look at me like that.
Does it actually talk?
Yes.
Do not bat an eye with the fact that it just spoke to me. I'm just so in the moment that I just speak back.
So, is it my turn?
Do you end Simeon or?
I guess so. I can't do another attack for sure.
Again.
I'm done.
Nagrax.
Nagrax actually hearing it speak is just going to quickly ask, wait, you can talk?
Of course I can talk. What are you...
I'm
are you
addressing the
talking
chair.
Oh, so now speaking to the furniture is acceptable.
Do I get any response to him?
No, you don't actually.
In that case, he's just going to cast a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex
Is that a
save of
decent-
14.
Nope. Okay, you hit it with radiant fire, and it starts to smolder and blister, and it's really not looking good.
I mean, that's all Nagrax will be able to do this turn.
Okay. And it's down to Flint.
Is there anything I can do, or is Nagrax like fully in the way of this door frame?
I'd say you could run up and shove them to the side. Within 5 foot, you could get 2 people to stand just about, so... Especially if you're not really attacking, you're just kind of throwing spells past one another.
It's a chair.
And I heard the chair speak. Oh no, it was the chair that spoke.
No.
Hmm. What kind of chair is it?
It's like a decent wooden chair.
Was it like a solid back or is it one of those with the bars in the middle?
Upper back. So it's got bars in the middle, yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Got kind of like a bit of solid wood at the upper back, but it's got bars in the middle to support the lower back.
Alright then, I'll throw one of my daggers and try and pin it by the bars to the wall, nearest wall.
Roll your attack.
What would I do to throw the dagger?
Have it equipped and it should tell you what you need to do. So add a minus.
Well... Oh, no, that's a 7. I thought it were 1 again.
You manage to hit your dagger into it and roll your damage. Your dagger funks into the back of the chair and it falls over and lands on the floor.
Not what I intended, but...
That was rather unusual. Did no one else hear the chair speak?
I heard something speak, I didn't realise it was the chair.
You heard that as well, didn't you, Simeon?
He answered it, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess I just spoke back without even thinking. Oh wait, that was a chair that just spoke to me. What? Yeah, I guess so. I guess it was the chair.
Grex would like to inspect this chair as he's done with the other inanimate objects we've slain so far. With religion, just see if this one's any different to the others.
Go ahead. Alright. Again, you feel the anger coming off it, just like before.
Exactly the same as there was nothing's different this time.
Nothing seems to be different.
Okay, so even though we heard this one speak, it's like the others. It just sends malice dissipating. There doesn't really seem to be anything more concrete that we can discern from just inspecting the objects like this.
What was it he said beforehand? He made me do it?
Yep.
Yes, he. That's what he said, Flint.
Who is he?
It's an interesting question.
I am going to retrieve my dagger.
Kaduki, retrieve your dagger.
Sort of after this kerfuffle has ended, Nigrax is just going to take a couple of steps into the room and he's just going to kind of give it a look over. Does anything look interesting in this room, or is it kind of
It's very much the same as the previous one.
kind of the same as previous? Okay, he'll just head out. He'll probably just he'll go to the far room. I think he'll just be able to inspect the other one if you want to.
You want to go to the one where the other one half failed. Okay.
I can go to
I'll just unveil this anyway. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. The rooms all look similar in layout. So, boop, boop. So you go to the far one. When you enter, you notice that there's several sets of sleeping bags on the floor. And there is a rucksack against the east wall. And it looks like there's a pile of books as well against one of the beds on the left.
I would like to look at the pile of books first.
Right, roll investigation. Okie dokie. As you look through the books, you see various books on medical practices, yet again. Some on wildlife, and one that looks like a child's diary.
Look at the child's diary.
Alright, you flip through it, and there seems to be all sorts of little rambling nonsense about child's generally enjoying the day and just recounting about it. The spelling's quite bad, the handwriting is pretty terrible.
So, recounting the day, like, is this similar to what Simeon found, or is this just like a nondescript child? There's no, like, clue as to what their identity may be?
No, there's no names mentioned at any stage in it. The last entry mentions about the child looking forward to a visit from Uncle Velen.
He does recall, the thing is, Nargrex did ask Simeon about Velen earlier. Was it Flint who was reading through? I know someone mentioned
It was Flint.
Upon reading that name, Nargrex will call Flint over and say,
Yes.
Flint, I found something in here. It seems to be a child's diary. It mentions that half-elf you mentioned earlier. Maybe this
Well,
might be of interest to you.
Can I discern anything from the diary that Nargrex can't?
I'm not going to re-roll investigation things like that. Otherwise, everyone will sort of keep re-inspecting everything then.
So no.
I'll probably hand it over to Flint regardless.
Looks like a book Simeon would like to read. Yes, I do believe this is the same elf that was mentioned in the other diary we found.
Oh, you found another book of Grand Adventurers?
What would you like to read? I hand the book over to Simeon.
As Simeon flicks through, reads through a badly worded and spelled adventure about how someone conquered his fear of frogs and went down near the lake and licked a frog.
Oh, this is a mediocre adventure at best. I don't see why I would want to read this.
Fenian will come over. Have you ever actually licked a frog? It's something else.
Yes, I have. It wasn't pleasant. I grew ill for weeks.
Why would you look
back?
It wasn't until later I found out it was a poisonous frog.
Why would you want to lick a frog?
Finian will stay quiet and shuffle back.
Ever been bored in an army camp?
I can't say that I have.
Men get up to all sorts of shenanigans.
You look like you were going to say something now, Grex. Would you care to chime in?
Yes, this is a strange conversation. I'll just be over here inspecting the sleeping bags. You talk amongst yourselves if you like.
Simeon, those paintings you found, were there any half-elves in them before you handed them over?
Yes, I think there was a creature that would be of elven descript. You think it's the same one mentioned in this, in the books?
Could be.
Children were quite fond of this man. I wonder where he is.
Okay, we'll have to ask the butler when he comes. Whose name I forget.
His name was Fillion. Flint.
Finian pipes up. Filian, McGillian, Titillion.
Ah, yes, that's the one.
Usual name.
So many eons in our group today.
Roll investigation, by the way, on the sleeping bags.
Yeah. Okay.
The bags are actually a bit cut up. they seem to be quite worn, and they seem like they've been there for a while, just has settled onto them. I'd say, guess you'd say they've been there for maybe 5 years.
Okay. Anything in the sleeping bags, or are they just blood-torn fabric? Okay. Finally, I'd like to look at the rucksack.
And roll your final investigation.
Darn it.
Worst one yet. Okay, there are some distraction rocks in the bag. A little bit of rope, and...
I actually know these to be distraction rocks.
They look similar to the previous distraction rocks, so I'd say you recognise them. Or you think you recognise them at least anyway.
I'll just, in that case, I'll just pass going. I found what appeared to be a couple of those, what were they called? Distraction rocks that we saw on sale back in Kron. I assume they'll come in useful at some point. So I guess Snagrax will pocket the distraction rocks, whatever the hell they are.
Okay.
How many were they?
Roll a d10.
Oh dear. Okay.
You get 2 distraction rocks then.
I thought there was like a couple of distraction rocks. How much do these weigh?
There's 2.
I'm not going to say much, to be honest. Just kind of like a pebble, which a pebble would normally weigh.
We saw the distraction pebbles.
The weight doesn't matter too much unless you're carrying a lot of them.
Enough. Okay, I'll just add a couple then.
Okay.
What else did you say was in there, sorry?
A little bit of rope, a tinderbox.
I know Nagrax already has, I believe he already has a tinderbox, I'll just check.
No need for tinder while I'm around, my blue friend.
I mean, I already have a tinderbox myself, so I don't think I would need it, but I do appreciate the support, it is much appreciated. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think he will comment, however, that I don't really have any rope though. How much rope is here, Doom?
Roll, I'm going to say a 4d8 for length.
4d8, okay.
That'd be how many meters?
4 meters. You're gonna get terrible rolls.
Probably will. I'll have rolled in 20 and see it. Okay, there we go.
Right, did you get a 9?
Yeah.
Roll?
I got a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 2.
You get 9 meters of rope then. I was thinking, this might actually be too much.
Nope.
You remember it was booked.
I've actually had some decent rolls tonight. There isn't... okay, how many meters did you say it was? 9? Okay.
Yep.
There isn't actually... Yeah, I've got like 50 feet of rope, so I'm going to have to add that across something. Okay, fair enough. That's it for Nagrax, so I don't know if anyone wants to do anything else.
What's in the backpack? Oh, is that what?
That's where you just got through, yeah.
Oh, yeah, then.
Yes, unfortunately there isn't much else of interest here, Flint.
Darn.
Can I tell what made the slashes in the sleeping bags?
I'm gonna say no. It's too old at this stage for you to be able to tell what implant made them.
All we know, sorry, Simeon, is that I think these have been here for about 5 years, so whoever made these marks is, well, hopefully long gone.
Why would you attack the sleeping bag?
Maybe someone was in them when they were attacked.
Actually,
Do I spot any, is there any blood?
I'm gonna say no. You don't see any blood.
Perhaps someone with night terrors. Wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. We had to We had to ban keeping weaponry in our tents after that.
You or somebody else?
No, not I. I heard about it in the camp.
Is this an exit, by the way?
No, it's just where I overcut a bit. It's a wall.
Okay. Is that everything for this place?
If you go into that other room, it's just going to be another fairly empty room. Again, nothing of import in it. This building has essentially been quite heavily ransacked.
It is rather unfortunate there isn't much here. I would say that the child's diary was probably the most relevant find, but I think that's just corroborates what we've already found in the main manor.
What time is it? Is it getting towards dusk?
I'm going to say you're going to be about 6:30, 7, so yes.
Am I still covered in spiders?
No, the spiders have left you, but you do have an itch on your head. So you're not quite sure.
I'll peek outside and sort of see where the sun is in the sky. And
The sun is climbing its way down.
daylight is running out, gentlemen. I advise we take shelter for the night and rest.
I would probably say that'd be a prudent idea. I would heartily recommend that we have shifts again watching the manor just in case anything tries to approach us unawares.
Naturally.
Don't like the look of those sleeping bags, though. Maybe we should stay somewhere else.
We should maybe also eat.
Of course we would eat, lad.
We do have rations, and I think we could go back to the town and eat.
We have meals that were delivered to you in the morning.
Ah, yes, of course. I forgot about the meals that the butler kindly provided us with. Quite a while since I had a packed lunch. Nagrax will go back to the stables in that case, and he'll kind of like sit. So it's like he'll lean against the wall and he'll look at the lunch that the butler prepared.
Alright, I'll say that for all the lunches, the butler prepared basically sandwiches set into kind of a rectangular box. They all actually have meat on them, but you're not too sure what meat it is, as well as bits of salad.
Grax isn't really that fussy about food, so he'll probably just eat the food without...
Yeah.
Are they cut into triangles or rectangles?
Rectangles.
Or triangles taste better?
Yeah,
Same
it's a strange phenomenon, isn't it? You wouldn't expect the shape of the bread to factor into the taste, but I do agree.
Surface area, more bread, jam more bread in your mouth.
Nagrax just kind of like looks at Flint and Simeon, really just taking like really small bites just while going go. Kind of like it's like Drax like eating the guys of the galaxy when he's talking about being really slow. It's kind of that look.
Don't stare at us, Nagrax. We're having a very serious discussion.
The food is rather tasty, actually. I'm not quite sure why you're quibbling over the way the bread is apportioned. A sandwich is a sandwich, after all.
I shoot him. I shoot daggers. Sandwich is a sandwich.
Okay, you guys enjoy your meal then, and the sun starts to set.